Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is BLACSIREN and how are we doing today? Are we sad? Happy? Let me know in the comments. You know the feeling that when you are craving a meal so much that you get your hopes high thinking, this is gonna slap. But by the time when the food is being delivered and it tasted like your grandma's armpit. So a couple days ago, I woke up having the craziest desire to burgers. Because it's been a minute since the last time I had any burgers, probably 3 years already. So I ordered a cheeseburger from an artisanal burger joint. It's gotta be good, right? It's gotta be taste like the double cheeseburger from McDonald's, right?
I'm about to beat this bitch up.
Then I ordered a combo, a cheeseburger with a hash brown on the side and a drink. Let me tell you, I was so excited. It was almost like I was waiting for my incarcerated partner who just got released from prison because of a good behavior. But by the time when the food was being delivered, I took a bite. It sent me to the underworld. I opened my eyes thinking, this is not heaven. I don't see flower field. All I see is wilderness. Bitch, the patty was marinated with black pepper and all kinds of spice that nobody was fucking asked for. It tasted very artificial. And the hash brown was cold. I was eating that shit emotionless, with vengeance. Because at that moment, I wished everybody dies. I was insatiable. Because I needed a double cheeseburger from McDonald's. Otherwise I'll die. Like, how hard could it be? The double cheeseburger is probably the easiest flavor one can duplicate from McDonald's. But no, the owner had to put all the fucked up spice in there. So I ordered the double cheeseburger from McDonald's when I could have done this in the first place. So you know what I learned from this experience? When there's an easy route in front of you, take it.
I'm so fucking angry with that bitch, Gina.
This is Marley. She fell in love with controlling men's money.
I make 6 figures a year telling men what to do.
Y'all, 5 seconds in, I'm already jealous. She's living in my dream. Why do I always have to watch people living their best life? That's not fair.
So I wake up in the morning, I go to see what men have sent money overnight, what men are inquiring about sending me money. They send me cash, they run my errands, they clean my apartment. Everything that I want in life, these men are there waiting hand and foot. My name is Mistress Marley. I am a woman that takes money from men. They pay me just to be around me, just to speak to me. Who's gonna send me money today? I'm going out shopping, I need to be reimbursed. So boys, if you're watching this, make yourself useful, send to my Cash App. I don't need to pay for anything when I go out today. Everything is funded by you, I own your wallet.
She is getting money for doing nothing, y'all.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I started this work fresh out of grad school. I took on a corporate job, but I felt like the job, I wasn't really making any money from it. I was having a lot of anxiety. So out of curiosity, I just went online and I searched up how to make money online as a woman. Webcamming came up, but I wasn't really into webcamming. And I stumbled upon so many women that were pretty much having clients send them money for existing. I'm here now 6 years later. This client, for example, is saying I'm going to empty his bank accounts. That's like a fun little thing we like to say. The ones that just like to talk and they haven't sent any money, I kind of just ignore them. The first amount of money that I ever got from a man, well, I had went out to eat and I had posted my receipt online, like reimburse my meal is $50. And then someone randomly sent me $50. And I was like, this is real.
You know, growing up, I always find this one particular question very idiotic. Like, that is the stupidest fucking question I've ever heard. And I'm pretty sure we have all experienced this. People will ask you, what's your dream job? What do you want to be when you grow up? Then I was like, bitch, I don't dream of labor. My dream is not to work.
The biggest amount I've ever received from one client in an hour was $5,000. Every day is different for me. For instance, I have a client that sent me $1,000 to be unblocked. He wasn't living up to my standards. He was getting on my nerves. I still felt like he needed to be blocked. So then 2 hours later, he sent $2,500 and says, I will do better. But he might get blocked again because he's not doing better.
This is absolutely bonkers. Bitch, imagine if you get money every time you block or unblock someone. I would be a millionaire by now.
In total, I've probably had over 500 men send me money. I can earn anywhere between $3,000 and $5,000 weekly, and then yearly anywhere of $100K and up. And then you'll have some clients that will come to you and tell you directly what they're looking for. Like, I want to run your errands. I want to clean your apartment. So today I have Beta coming over. He's going to give me money for pretty much taking care of whatever I need done around the house today. Beta, you're finally here. It took forever.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Small.
Come in.
Thank you.
Today you're going to be cleaning my kitchen so you can take that stuff over to the kitchen.
Okay.
Move quickly.
Thank you. She gives me a task. I like to enjoy to do that. Everybody has some limits, and she respects that.
Listen, girl, I have no problem. Whatever you're doing, go for it. But don't let strangers in your house. That's very dangerous. Yes, they call you mistress. They probably do your chores and clean your floor. But what if they're serial killers?
So what have you been doing in your free time? Been thinking of how you're going to serve me?
Yes, Mrs.
Louder.
Yes, Mistress.
Right, as you should. The cleaner my house, the better I feel. Faster, faster, faster. I don't have all day. Go. Compliment me.
It looks wonderful.
Tell me how beautiful I am.
You are looking gorgeous, Mrs.
I know, it's an honor to serve me, isn't it?
Yes, Mrs.
Exactly.
You know what? I'll start having this mindset, this attitude in my life. So the next time when I go to lucking, I'll be like, compliment me. Tell me how beautiful I am. It's an honor to serve me, huh? I'll probably get beat up. They will probably splash hot coffee in my face.
Sometimes I feel that this is the purpose of my life, that I need to do service for women, and especially for Mrs. Marley. Yes, I enjoy myself a lot.
Beta, I need a foot rest. My feet hurt.
Thank you, Mrs.
Good boy. You did a good job.
Thank you, Mrs.
I'll have you back next week. You can leave now.
Thank you, Mrs. Goodbye, Mrs.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, now I get it. All the betas, they like to be humiliated. You know what? It just so happened I'm very good at humiliating people. So if you want to do this,
you figure out what they can afford through conversation. So like if you have that client that can only send for like coffee or like breakfast, you pretty much know like that's what they can afford. The judgment in the beginning when I first started was a lot because I wasn't used to being at the forefront, being so public facing. It's to the point now where it's like, I really don't care. They're still going to have their opinion. At the end of the day, it's not going to change. So the best thing I could do at that time for my mental health was just block them. My ultimate message to other women about my work is just take back the power in your life. You only have one life to live. Just move around like you got it going on, because we do have it going on as women. I'm headed to the dungeon to control men some more for the rest of the night. The backgrounds of these men that come here vary. So some of them are CEOs, some of them work on Wall Street, doctors, educators, police officers. Most of the men do have jobs where they're in high positions of power, and they come to see people like us so they can just get rid of that power, even if it's just for an hour.
you know what? I'm not surprised because rich people are kinky as fuck. Jeffrey Epstein. You know, that was just the tip of the iceberg, because the more money you have, the more powerful you are, the bigger your desire is going to be amplified. If I tell you the amount of fucked up shit that I've seen on the internet or the cases that I've researched, it just makes you disbelieve in humanity.
I can see myself doing this job till I'm 80, 90 years old, you know, being really old, like give me your money, like in the nursing home or something like that. This lifestyle has been able to make a better life for myself. I've been able to give myself that creative freedom to just not feel like I'm, you know, behind bars or just locked in a box. To people who judge me, I pretty much just say, judge all you want, the money's still hitting my account the same.
Period. Egg motherfucking exactly. You know, I've said this once, I'm gonna say it again. I would never waste my time and energy on a hate comment. I would just delete and block. That's it.
I black my ass, smack my ass like drum. Better go.
80 to 90% of my food is raw meat. Depending on the day, it could be organs or it could be just ground beef. My favorite would be the brains. If you want, you can sprinkle some honey on them They taste just like ice cream.
It doesn't.
My name is Rian Braish. I'm a bodybuilder and I'm a health and fitness coach. And I got popular for my raw meat diet. I am mostly on a raw meat diet just because it allows me to eat as much as I need to grow in size without having to like suffer from bloating or without having to feel sluggish, heavy during the day, and with the easiest digestion possible. I want to say like 80 to 90% of my food is raw meat. So like, this is one brain being defrosted because I'm gonna eat it today. And what I eat as well is I just eat ground beef. This is the easiest thing to eat. The good thing about this is that raw meat goes through a process called autolysis when in contact with hydrochloric acid, which is our stomachs. It just digests itself. It auto breaks down very quickly.
You should stop going to the gym. You should start going to the prison.
Now let me show you the main freezer. It's a whole shelf of brains. This is my favorite organ. We got some testicles. They come packaged like 5, 6, 7 in each package. And we got some kidney over here. Kidneys are called grapes because the kidney filters the urine, so sometimes it does smell like urine.
No. Death penalty. Bitch, this is giving me Jeffrey Dahmer. Remember I talked about the Jeffrey Dahmer case and he would kill people and dismember them and put the body parts inside of his freezer, then eat it. No.
As far as finances go, I spend a lot of money on meat. I only buy the best quality. The ground beef that I buy is like $7, $8. Steaks, I eat filet mignon, so it's like $40, $45 a pound. So like it's not cheap. So I don't know, maybe like $2,500 a month, 33,000. I don't know.
Bitch, imagine if you're going on a date with him and you guys are going to, let's just say, Haidi Lao. You guys are going for a hot pot. You know, you're so excited. You order all the food, pork kidney, beef brisket, and you guys are doing the 9-cube shit. So you're ordering the soup base. Then you order the tomato soup base, the pork bone soup base, and the spicy one. Then you're like, what do you want? Then he's like, no need, babe. I'm gonna eat them raw. I will shit my pants. Bitch, I would stand the fuck up immediately. I would be like, you know what? It was nice meeting you, but bye.
When people found out that I eat like raw meat, friends got a little weirded out by it. Family got a little worried. I've had worse reactions from strangers than I've had from family and friends.
Do y'all see that? He's eating that kidney like he's eating grapes.
My brother's diet, so I think it's controversial. I think a lot of people don't like it.
Dude, that's not controversial. That is horrifying.
After the gym, we're gonna have the organs along with the ground beef. So, as far as organs go, my favorite would be the brains. There's 2 brains inside. This is one of them. That's a veal testicle. So if you go paying $50 for a plate of beef tartare at a restaurant, but you don't eat ground beef at home, I don't know what to tell you. Some organs could be a mixed ground beef and raw milk. Let's dig in.
I thought that was a candle that he was holding. I mean, at this point, if he tells me that he eats candles, would I be surprised about that? Absolutely not.
I've received so much negativity because of my diet. I stopped caring about it because people are scared of eating raw meat because it's culturally maybe unacceptable because it's not like what's the difference between eating raw fish and eating raw red meat? I don't understand. Like, why do you go eat sushi every week? Just because it's cool?
The bacteria and the parasites, the fuck. Have you ever heard of Trichinella, Campylobacter, Salmonella, E. coli? Okay, why do I get the impression that he thinks all the fish can be eaten raw? Which is not true. Because in order for you to eat sushi, the fish has to be on the sushi grade or sashimi grade. And even if it's still edible, there's still parasites in them because not all the salmons can be eaten raw. And that's why a lot of people place the fish in the freezer to kill the parasites. And even if you had taken out of the fish out of the freezer, there's still parasites. Maybe the parasites are very weak. Our body just don't see it as a threat. But that doesn't mean they're supposed to be in raw or they're suggested to be in raw.
I used to care about proving to people like, you know, like this is not bad. This is not a clout movement, you know, like this is not something bad to eat. Now, I just don't care to prove anything. If you like it, you can sign up with me, I can coach you. If you don't like it, you can block me.
So the other day I came across a video on Douyin and bitch, let me tell you, I was appalled. I was absolutely flabbergasted. So it was actually a local dish. I forgot where, but it's called 凉拌鸡血. My loyal audience probably know this. I used to sell dumplings. I call myself the majesty of dumpling the fuck.
What the fuck is that?
I talked about this in my channel. I talked about the part how I was being reported by a customer. 他说我卖饺子态度差，然后还给我差评。Oh, but anyway, in order for me to work in the dumpling shop, I had to take the New York City food license. So on the test, it'll ask you all the questions about the food industry, like the hygiene or at what temperature you should cook certain food, for how long in order for you to kill the foodborne bacteria and the parasites. For example, fish. You should cook fish at the temperature of at least 140 for 15 seconds. Chicken is 165 and pork is 150, etc. And let me tell you, after watching this guy, now I just suddenly feel gym bro who only eat chicken breasts are so appealing to me. What's your take on eating raw meat? Let me know in the comments. No, jokes aside, do not eat raw meat. Do not eat raw animal organs because parasites can be very fatal. The lightest you can get is probably food poisoning, which is tolerable. But some people, they actually got amputated because of the parasites. Just because there's nothing happened to you right now, that doesn't mean it's not gonna happen to you a year or like a couple years later. So always be cautious, okay? Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!